James Compliment, World News Report today, July 20th, 2025. God bless you and yours, no matter where you are in the world. Please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, ring that bell for critical future updates. Ladies and gentlemen, we have that big swarm on the Russian peninsula working its way into North America via the Aleutian Islands. Now, we've just had a 6.2 magnitude earthquake, came in as a 6 on the DYFI, with an associated tsunami warning here. It looks like a depth of 47.3 kilometers per the USGS. Again, right on the Aleutian Islands, right on the peninsula of Alaska. We've got volcanoes just to the north erupting and just to the west erupting. Well, if the energy is going to move that quickly towards the Aleutian Islands in Alaska, it should also move down the plate, North American plate boundary, into the Juan de Fuca area, i.e. the Cascadia subduction zone. They'll be on red alert on the west coast of the U.S. Looking at that Russian peninsula, these are just 5.0s and greater, guys. It's unbelievable. I'll move it up to the 6.0 and greater. A complete swarm there. One of the strongest swarms I think we've ever seen. You can see that it's pretty much on a plate boundary and now right under a volcano that's awakening. As we move down the Aleutian Islands towards Alaska, you can see that we have just had a 6.2. It's just south of the Katmaya volcano and Spur volcano. And I expect Spur and Hayes to wake up very, very shortly. We'll get some detailed information on this right now. Not a major like we had earlier today with the 7.4 magnitude and the 3 6.6s that were also very strong. Another very strong earthquake, magnitude 6.2 on the Aleutian Islands or on the actual peninsula in Alaska. If that energy continues to work its way down through the west coast of Canada into the west coast of the U.S., we could have big problems afoot. And it does appear that's exactly what's occurring. Now, World News Report today did call for an uptick, as everyone knows, for the last, since the 11th and 12th. And I called it way before that, and we've seen nothing but an uptick since then. We discussed it would be about a 6 to 7 month uptick, and it's not disappointing whatsoever. Here we have a 6.2 magnitude, main reporting source, primary source USGS. There's volcano, the Dana, and 1.9 atomic bombs worth of energy released. Wow. So, according to volcanodiscovery.com, where we're at now, it was just south of the peninsula there, just south of the Aleutian Islands, and they felt it all the way up, just south of Anchorage. A rather large earthquake for the area here. All right, comparing earthquake data from different reporting agencies. First, we have the USGS coming in at 6.2. They have 47 kilometers. We have the Incorporated Research Institution for Seismology coming in at 6.0, also at 47 kilometers. I'm guessing that, and we're following that by the Germans coming in at 6.17, a default depth. You can tell by the asterisks of 10 kilometers. A depth given as 10 kilometers often means that the depth of the quake could not be determined with sufficient accuracy. Look to the bottom there. After that, we have the Europeans coming in at 6.2 as well. See what else we have. And, of course, the French came in at a 5.94, as close as they could get to a 6, a default depth there as well. We have the Italians coming in at 6.0. And finally, the Australians coming in at 6.15. The Italians came in with 49 kilometers of depth, and the Australians came in with 35 kilometers of depth. Now, earlier today, you guys know we had 8 tsunami buoys in event mode. Currently, we have 4 in event mode. I can't find much of a tsunami. I've looked at all the detailed information. There should have been one generated. We're missing a lot of data here. This would be where it happened, but nothing definitive from 46414 or from 46001. See if we can get that one. It was having a problem lighting up earlier. I did go to view details and they're not letting it go. We can also look at these two here. They would have, well, been off the hook with the earlier 7.3 and not so much from the last quake here in Alaska. We had station 2141.6 and just below that 2141.9. Nothing even worth mentioning. Jumping over to Mount Rainier in the Cascades, looks like we've had only 12 earthquakes in the last 24 hours, and all of them look to be, well below the crest of the caldera here. We've also seen a couple of earthquakes here at Amboy, Washington, which is Mount St. Helens. Not very big quakes. This is the direction that it blew last time. 0.4, nothing sizable or to worry about whatsoever. With that said, our quake swarm over off the peninsula in Russia looks like it's up to 57 quakes, probably about 3 or 4 times that. This is the USGS. It only covers 4.0s if they're not in the US. And it looks like the largest is still that 7.4, followed by 3 6.6s. It looks like everything else is coming in below that, although we're still seeing a swarm there. That said, God bless each and every one of you guys. Please share our videos. Always subscribe if you haven't. And please remember that anything's possible in Bizarro World. God bless you all.